Two quarterbacks, two dynasties, one question that refuses to die. Who's the real GOAT?
It's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
One man outlasted entire generations, turning longevity into legend.
He's the best. The best. If I had to have one quarterback to run my football team, have one drive, it's Joe Montana.
The other redefined perfection, carving his name in history without a single Super Bowl loss. Joe Montana. Two names, two eras. One debate that splits football fans every single time. Today we go deep. The stats, the storylines, the comebacks, the leadership, and the legacy to answer once and for all. Who's the greatest quarterback of all time? So hit like, drop your GOAT pick in the comments, and let's dive in. In football, greatness starts and ends with rings. But not all rings are created equal. Some symbolize perfection. Others, perseverance. Joe Montana's championship record? Flawless. 4 Super Bowl appearances, 4 wins, never lost when it mattered most. When the lights were brightest and the pressure suffocating, Montana didn't just play, he performed. His calmness under fire became legend. He was surgical, dissecting defenses with the poise of a surgeon and the confidence of a king. From the catch in 1981 to the cool march downfield in Super Bowl 23, Montana didn't flinch. He thrived on chaos. 3 Super Bowl MVPs later, his legacy was written in ink, and perfection was the headline. Every time he reached the mountain, he planted the flag and left no doubt who owned it. He wasn't just a winner, he was inevitable. But then came Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, Super Bowl champion for the 7th time.
The man who turned winning into a lifestyle. While Montana was flawless, Brady was fearless. He didn't enter the NFL as a chosen one. He was the 199th pick, a footnote in draft history. But over the next 2 decades, he built an empire out of resilience, grit, and obsession. 7 Super Bowl victories, 10 appearances, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 different decades, 2 different franchises. He didn't just win titles, he created eras. From the early 2000s Patriots dynasty that defined a generation to the storybook run with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Brady proved that greatness doesn't fade, it adapts. Every February, it felt like the same story: Brady, confetti, Lombardi trophy. So now the question cuts deeper. What defines greatness? Perfection or endurance? Montana conquered every mountain he climbed. Brady built his own mountain range. One left no room for error. The other left no room for doubt. That's where the debate begins. The first battle in this endless war of football immortality. Stats don't lie, but they don't tell the whole story either. Tom Brady's numbers look like something straight out of a video game. Over 89,000 passing yards, 649 touchdowns, and more wins than any quarterback in NFL history. Decades of consistency, rewriting record books one Sunday at a time. He was the model of production. Efficient, durable, unstoppable. Every season, another milestone. Every drive, another lesson in precision. Joe Montana's numbers, smaller on paper, 40,551 yards, 273 touchdowns. But context matters. He played in a league that punished quarterbacks, where defenses hit harder and protection was a luxury. He didn't have rule changes or modern passing explosions, just timing, accuracy, and ice-cold composure. And yet, he made it look easy. Montana didn't need inflated stats. He defined efficiency before it became a stat. He turned the 49ers West Coast offense into a masterpiece of rhythm and execution. Brady dominated through volume and longevity. Montana dominated through precision and poise. Different eras, different styles. But one undeniable truth: both men bent the game to their will. Championships get the glory, but execution builds them. Tom Brady wasn't just consistent, he was clinical. Over 12,000 passes and a career passer rating near 97.2, a level of precision few can even dream of. He mastered every coverage, adjusted every read, and made timing his weapon. No panic, no wasted motion, just control. But Joe Montana, he was precision before precision had a name. His 92.3 passer rating came in an age when quarterbacks were hunted and receivers were punished. Every throw came with a price. Still, Montana made chaos look calm. And when it mattered most, he was untouchable. 4 Super Bowls, 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a 127.8 passer rating on football's biggest stage. That's not just efficient, that's flawless. Brady was the machine that never malfunctioned. Montana was the artist who never missed his mark. One perfected the long game, the other perfected the moment. Time humbles every athlete, except Tom Brady. 23 seasons, 3 different decades, 2 dynasties. Brady didn't just fight time, he beat it, season after season. Drafted 199th overall, forgotten by almost everyone, he outlasted entire generations of players. He played until age 45, still throwing more yards than quarterbacks half his age. His secret? Relentless discipline. Sleep, nutrition, film study, every part of his life built around one goal: keep winning. Joe Montana's story was different, shorter, but no less legendary. 16 seasons, 4 championships. He burned bright not long, and when he was in his prime, there was no one better. Injuries slowed him, but never defined him. Every time he stepped on the field, he was still Joe Cool, calm, confident, and unstoppable. Montana showed us how brilliant greatness can be. Brady showed us how long it can last. One mastered a decade, the other conquered time itself. Every legend has a moment when the world thinks it's over, and they prove it isn't. For Tom Brady, that moment became a habit. 46 fourth-quarter comebacks, 58 game-winning drives. He didn't just thrive under pressure, he lived there. Super Bowl 51 says it all. Down 28-3 to the Atlanta Falcons. The game was supposed to be over, but Brady rewrote reality. One throw, one drive, one heartbeat at a time. A 25-point comeback. Overtime. History. That night, he didn't just win another ring, he created a legend no stat can define. Joe Montana didn't engineer as many comebacks because he rarely needed to. But when the moment came, he was ice. The 1980 Miracle versus the Saints. The 92-yard drive in Super Bowl 23. Cool, calm, calculated. He didn't rush greatness, he waited for it and delivered. Brady was the storm that refused to fade. Montana was the calm that ended every storm. 2 quarterbacks, 2 definitions of clutch, 1 shared truth. When everything was on the line, neither ever blinked. Trophies don't tell the full story, but they paint a powerful picture. Tom Brady's legacy is etched in silver and gold. 15 Pro Bowls, 3 NFL MVPs, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 6 All-Pro selections. Every accolade, every season, another chapter in a record book no one else could write. He didn't just dominate for a moment, he owned an entire era. From the early 2000s to the 2000s, Brady's standard never dipped. He was the constant in a league built on change, evolving, adjusting, and staying on top while others faded away. Joe Montana's numbers may not fill a museum, but each award carries weight. 8 Pro Bowls, 2 NFL MVPs, 3 Super Bowl MVPs. His peak was pure. Every season he was healthy, he was untouchable. He didn't just win, he defined what winning looked like in the 1980s. Brady's greatness stretched across generations. Montana's greatness defined one. One was a marathon, the other a masterpiece. In a sport built on collisions, lasting is its own form of greatness. Tom Brady wasn't just tough, he was unyielding. 333 regular season starts, 48 playoff starts, both all-time records. Week after week, year after year, he stood in the pocket, took the hits, and came back stronger. His secret weapon wasn't just his arm, it was his preparation. Training, recovery, focus, every detail fine-tuned to outlast the grind. He didn't just play football, he engineered a way to survive it. Joe Montana faced a different kind of battle. Back surgery, elbow damage, injuries that could have ended his story. But he came back, not just to play, but to win. In 1986, he captured the Comeback Player of the Year award, proving that resilience was as much a part of greatness as talent. Brady showed what happens when discipline meets durability. Montana showed what happens when toughness meets heart. Both men refused to break, even when everything around them did. Some players win games, others change the game itself. Joe Montana made the quarterback position beautiful. Before him, football was chaos. Tough, gritty, survival. He brought rhythm, grace, and precision. With Bill Walsh and the West Coast offense, Montana turned passing into poetry. Quick reads, sharp timing, effortless flow. He didn't just run an offense, he defined a philosophy. That style rippled through generations. From Steve Young to Peyton Manning to Patrick Mahomes, all carry traces of Montana's blueprint. He proved a quarterback didn't need to be the biggest or strongest, just the smartest and calmest. Then came Tom Brady. Brady, the evolution of that idea. He took the foundation Montana built and stretched it beyond imagination. Brady changed what longevity means in sports. He showed that with discipline, focus, and commitment, greatness doesn't have to fade with age. The TB12 method, his dedication to health and mindset, became a playbook for modern athletes. He turned self-preservation into performance art, and he inspired a generation, Rodgers, Mahomes, Burrow, to believe that 40 isn't the finish line anymore. Montana gave football style. Brady gave it standards. One showed what perfection looked like, the other showed how long perfection could last.